Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's vlog I'm going to cover two topics. The first one is an update on the Sub 19 series, how it's going, the progress I've made so far, and the other one is an announcement around me running a marathon in 2025. Am I going to run one? What's it going to be? Have I decided against it? I've made a decision and today I'm going to tell you all. So first things first, the Sub 19 series, those that don't follow me on Strava may not be quite up to date other than the workout vlogs I'm publishing. So yeah, making a bit of progress, 4 weeks in now, and yeah, did a 4k kind of time trial to some extent just to see the progress I've made. I was debating whether to do a 5k kind of a provisional attempt, but yeah, end of a long week. The plan was 3k effort, see how that felt, pushed it to a 4k effort, and yeah, quite a bit of progress, about 16 seconds per k, 24 seconds per mile knocked off compared to that baseline 5k. So if I'd finished that run kind of in a similar-ish time, it would have been a low 20s for the 5k. So yeah, about 60-70 seconds knocked off, and yet another 60 70 seconds to find to get to Sub 19. That's not unexpected. I said that's a bit of progress from where I started from, kind of 21, 27 4 weeks ago, after having a very limited kind of intensive training so far this year. I'm pretty happy with the progress. The plan is to carry on. It was meant to be a short, fast, kind of intense 5k training block, trying to get my 5k time down, try and kickstart my training for this year, having cruised along for the first 6 or 7 months so far. However, I've got quite a bit of work to do yet, another 70 seconds to find, and those that follow the channel and know my ethos, there is no shortcuts, there's no way of me getting any quick wins. It's just about continuing that short, fast anaerobic training, and the improvements will continue. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing 3 or 4 more weeks at least of that kind of 5k training block, and then having a good old attempt at a PB effort. I think by that point I should be close to somewhere around the 19s, hopefully definitely a PB, and Sub 19 would be the optimal goal. So if you've been following along with that 5k series, the Sub 19 series, continue to do so for the next few weeks. I'll post a few more workouts and then get out there and do a real hard effort PB attempt and see what has come from all the speed work and anaerobic training. And the second part of this vlog is all around a marathon announcement. So again, those that followed along kind of know that in 2025, this year, I was undecided whether to run a marathon. I was kind of umming and ahhing, do I do another one? Do I not? It's a big commitment again. Should I bother? Do I run one, as in just get another one ran? Do I try and race one and finally try and master the marathon and run a real competitive time, which on the back of a really intense and solid training block? Or do I not bother to run one at all and have a bit of a gap from marathon training and maybe revisit it in the future? I did say at the start of the year, kind of my introductory vlog for this year, that I had no goal races planned and I wanted to try and take a bit of a back step, get back to enjoying my running, do more hints and tips, do more pacing for various different organisations, so active leisure events, run through, etc. My usual pacing duties, but try and do more of that, focus on that and give back a little bit and take the pressure off myself, rather than just keep hammering myself for trying to improve, etc. So this year I decided, hence why the start of this year has all been about cruising along and enjoying my running casually. However, on the flip side to that, I've also said that I needed to get my teeth into something And the second half of this year, some kind of training block, hence why I jumped into the Sub-19 series again and revisited that, which was unfinished from the end of last year. So yeah, marathon, am I doing one? Am I not? What am I doing and why? The decision is I am not going to race a marathon this year. That's for further down the line when I've got the time, ambition, motivation, etc. to really put together a solid block again and do myself justice. In my previous marathons, I've never really put together a solid block I'm happy with in terms of consistent training, so much to the ability that I think I should be able to run a marathon at. I've ended up having to drop off a little bit and get a time which is okay, but not kind of where I want it to be in comparison to my other distance times. So I'm not racing a marathon this year. However, I will be completing a marathon this year, and I'll actually be pacing the Chester Marathon 2025 as one of the pacing team. So yeah, luckily I was selected by the pacing team down at Active Leisure Events. I've been selected to run the 4:15 pace for the marathon. So anyone running Chester, which is obviously my local races, I've done the half marathon a couple of times, I've done the marathon now twice, this will be my third time at Chester. So yeah, I'll be pacing the MBNA Chester Marathon this year. Anyone that's running it, I will be putting together a few training vlogs, hints and tips, again course advice, things I've picked up from my previous attempts to help you along your way with your training. And again, it will impact that Sub-19 series. Time is a ticking. Race day is about 11 weeks away, so it's time I started to up it a little bit. I've done a few long runs. I was at the training run, which is part of the free training runs put on by, again, Active Leisure Events, and they build up to the half marathon and marathon and metric marathon. So I've done a few long runs, but now it's time to concentrate on it properly, get a few proper long runs in. The pace shouldn't be too taxing for me, but again, a marathon's a marathon. It needs to be trained for and respected with long runs, etc. I was hoping to get that Sub-19 series finished before jumping into marathon training. However, the way it's dropped, I'm going to run them kind of side by side for a number of weeks, only for the first few. Again, the marathon training shouldn't be all that intensive at the start. It's just about upping my mileage, like everyone would do for marathon training for the first few weeks. My pace should be quite easy paced at the 4:15 kind of mark. So yeah, I can finish off that Sub-19 series. So like I said, follow along with that as I finish that off, and then look out for upcoming hints and tips and training vlogs around the marathon. And like I say, anyone running it, drop in the comments if you're running it, your goals for the day, your aims, and if you're aiming for around that 4 hours, 4:15, you may see me, you may be able to run with me and my pacing colleagues. But yeah, good luck. That's the announcements for today. Yeah, I wanted to get the information out before the announcement of who the pacers are, so you could hear it first. So yeah, I am going to run a marathon in 2025, and I'm going to be pacing the MBNA Chester Marathon in October. But yeah, all the announcements done. Sub-19 series will continue and hopefully end with a lifetime PB in the 5k, hopefully below 19 minutes. And I'll be very shortly starting my marathon training in preparation for the Chester Marathon in about 11 weeks time. So thanks as always for watching. All the best for your running and training. Happy running out there, and I'll see you on the next one.